YouTube. I'm going to be doing a review of the Novrtsch SSG24. So it's been a few months. I've used it a couple times, and I've shot probably about, I don't know, between, I'd say like 500 maybe to like 1,000 BBs. And so I'm going to just go ahead and give you guys the review. Comes in this nice case. It's a plastic case. I'm not sure if it's high quality polymer. It's pretty thin, but it'll work as a case. Then inside, I bought mine with an M150 spring. This one says M140, just because I put the M140 that came with it into the gun, and this is actually an M150 in here. So after the gun was broken in, there was probably about a 20 FPS drop on the BBs. I did leave it cocked for an entire day to lower the FPS to make it field legal at my field, although it was probably not necessary since it was shooting about 440 originally. Now it's shooting about 420 FPS. It came with 3 mags. They're loaded right now, so I probably should unload those just because I just came back from a game yesterday. There is a mag somewhere else in here, over here. So yeah, there's one of these here. I got it with some Novritsch 0.46 gram BBs. They're actually too hot for the field that I go to. Well, too heavy for the field that I go to. The limit at the field that I go to are 4.3s. Anyway, I've been using 2 scopes with this. Here I have a crappy Centerpoint Crossman brand scope. This scope works well, no problems with it. I've also got this really expensive UTG CQB or CQC or whatever you want to call it scope. This one is a good scope on a pellet rifle, but I found that it won't fit properly on this gun since it's not long enough. So the only way to attach it is to attach it to the front here, and here I'll just do this, but you attach it to the front there, and like that will work, but then the eye relief is too far away, so you can't adjust it properly. Speed loader that did not come with the gun. So here's the Novrtsch SSG. I've got a camo sling on here. I've wrapped the front of the barrel with some what's it called, burlap strips. You can buy them on Amazon, no problem. It's got the safety down here. It's a bolt action. I'm not going to cock it, but basically that's how it would go. Is you pull it back and then you slam it down, and then it would fire a BB when you pull the trigger. And so I found this gun's pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about it is that there's all this missing rail space here. But I mean, that's a minor detail. And this scope here works fine. I just need to put the scope rings out more. So I accidentally left the hop up on full hop, and it stretched my bucking. So I was having my BBs kind of not flying quite straight. I mean, they were just curving up a bit and then dropping. And then if I put the hop up down, it would just drop into the ground, or it would fly straight for maybe like 60 meters and then drop, which, I mean, I know this gun is capable of more. So basically, I took this out to the field before that. I stretched the hop up bucking, which I found out wears out after about 1,000 shots. So you do have to replace those quite often. Yeah, so basically I went to a game, and there was probably about 30 players, and the whole day I got about 30 kills, and I only died 3 times, just because the range on the gun, well, 30 plus kills. I lost track after 28, and I know I got more than 30. And I only died 3 times because the range on this thing's wicked. So as long as you stay behind your guys that are in front of you, you have no problem picking off people at a distance. And I mean, it's kind of unfair for some players. Like, I know there's some players that really get scared when they find out I'm the opposite team as them. And also just because it sounds pretty scary to some players, I guess mostly new players. Just when you hear the here, I'll just show you. It's pretty loud. So yeah, it's really loud. Here, I'll just go ahead. So people can really hear that. It's a nice, crisp, clean sound though, kind of sharp. But apparently when the BBs are flying past you, if you miss, then it's pretty scary. Apparently you can hear them whizzing through the air. That's pretty much all I gotta say. The stock is made of polymer. Everything else you basically know. It's CNC'd machined aluminum. The stock is not polymer, sorry. It's like a fiberglass composite. It's got an adjustable stock. It's got swivel mounts. That's pretty much about it for the gun. But anyway, that's been my review of the Novritsch SSG24. If you want it, buy it. Just make sure that you get some extra hop-up buckings with it if you plan on using it often. I went up through about 5,000 or 500 rounds the first time I used it, just because I was still getting used to the way the gun worked. So there was a lot of missed shots. But after you get a handle of how it's shooting and you get a feel for the gun, it's totally deadly. Better than most guns on the field. Well, most snipers on the field. So honestly, couldn't couldn't say anything else. Couldn't say anything bad about it really. Anything that's bad about it is just minor details, or it's something I did to the gun myself by accident, like leaving the hop up on fully and stretching the bucking. But yeah, basically, it's a great gun. It shoots well, and there's really nothing wrong with it. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.